Guys, my name is Bethany Atazadeh, and this is the last video in my release week series all about how to write a children's book and publish it and launch it. So today I thought I'd just talk about my own personal experience from start to finish. What all did I have to do and how long did it take? So let's start with the original idea. This actually began as an idea for a fake book trailer. Believe it or not, I had this tutorial on book trailers that I wanted to do, which I did do in the past if you want to look it up. And so originally I was sitting there thinking, well, I already did the book trailer for Evelyn's Number, so it'd be kind of boring to make a tutorial that's just about that again. Why don't I create a fake book and a fake story? And so I have a billion pictures of Penny as a puppy, and they're hilarious, and I immediately could picture this funny story using all the different times that she freaked out at inanimate objects in our house, like the tape or the silverware tray. And she still does this to this day.
What is it? Oh my gosh.
I enjoyed the fake story so much that I remember I was telling my friends about it, and they were like, you know what? That actually sounds like a children's book. Like, that could be a real book. And they have kids, so I believed them. And I was like, if you want it, I will write it. Like, I will write this book. So yeah, it started out as this just fun idea that I was going to make a book for my friends because I know how, and why not? So I went home like that same day and immediately wrote the story. I was so excited. So this is my first draft. Technically, this is just a bunch of pages where I kind of like sketched out the pictures that I knew I had of Penny so far, and then I kind of wrote content ideas for it. And here's a picture of it all spread out on my living room floor. I think it was literally that same day or like the very next day when I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna print out all the pictures I have at Target and just get them all organized. So I created this little notebook here, and I had different front cover options, and then I would have like the inside pages, and this was my second draft. So a little tip that I read on the internet after I'd already created this guy is that you can actually take like a stack of just printer paper and you can put a rubber band around the middle and then fold it in half and create a little booklet just like that. I went into Word and I just threw the text into a Word document and kind of fixed up and edited the story until I felt like it was a full story with good rhymes and it was working. My second step was to go onto Canva, which is the website I use to create all of my photos. And I use this to, first of all, crop them into the right size and put on some filters, and then of course add the text. The third step was to use a website called befunky.com, and that is something I paid $5 for a full month subscription so that I could put all of my photos through a filter to make them cartoons. I can tell you for sure that I had at least like 15 different drafts. I didn't always resave it as a new draft, so it could have been fixed up multiple times, multiple different days, but I was constantly editing, constantly working on it. It was during this stage that I started ordering proofs on CreateSpace. And so this was my first proof, and it was just to get the sizing. Like, I literally didn't know what the heck this size book was going to turn out to look like. So I had just a random simple back cover with the blurb I had at the time. And it said a novel by, which is ridiculous. It's not a novel. So I fixed all of that up. I fixed all of the inside up. And then of course I did have a bunch of beta readers. So if you count family and friends, which I do, I had probably like 20 to 25 people reading the book at different stages and giving me their opinions and their advice. Somewhere along the lines, I had my second proof, and this one was a lot more finished. I had the written and illustrated figured out. I had the final cover. And the almost final back cover, I actually went in and I made this present tense, but otherwise this is about accurate. And the inside has a bunch of sticky notes for things that I still wanted to fix up. Penny was obviously super excited for the release. She got to wear a super pup cape again, just like she did in her book as a puppy. I have some photos of us when we were celebrating the book release, and Penny is obviously super excited about it. I had some party poppers, or whatever they're called, and you can see the exact moment that Penny loses her mind. She wrecked like 4 of them in one day. But it's cool, they come from the dollar store, you guys. Obviously, when we finished with the photos, we ate the cake because, I mean, it's chocolate, you guys. And when I say we, I mean me, because Penny can't have chocolate, but I was totally okay sacrificing for the good of all. And most of you probably know this, but we ended the release day with an Instagram Live, which is now here on YouTube for all of you to watch. So yeah, that's my journey from start to finish. The idea probably came around the 1st or 2nd week of April, and then I obviously released on May 29th, so about 7 to 8 weeks total that I spent on writing and publishing The Confident Corgi. I put my all into this book. I made it the best that I possibly could make it. 2 months was probably a bit short for that, but you live and you learn. I actually ended up pushing my editing deadline for Pearl's number out because I felt like I needed to give this my best. So it did take more than expected, but in a good way. This has been such a cool journey. I'm not gonna quit writing young adult books at all, but if this children's book goes well and if you guys like it, I will definitely consider making more in the future because it's just been so much fun. So I really hope you guys like it, and if you do, make sure to leave it a review on Amazon because that helps authors out way more than I ever knew. And also make sure to tell all your friends about it so that they can buy it for their kids. Obviously you can buy the book there, but I also have signed copies on my website. Let me show you guys. Look at her little paw print. That's Penny's signature, guys. She did that herself. And then there's a bundle version where you can buy both books and save $10 if you're interested. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my journey and for so many of you ordering The Confident Corgi and just supporting my tangent into children's book land. Like I always say, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I have new writing videos every Thursday. I'm gonna have big news about Pearl's number very, very soon, so ring that bell to make sure you don't miss it. And I have a book signing coming up on June 23rd at the Barnes & Noble in Blaine, Minnesota, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Be there. I want to see you. Unless it costs a plane ticket, in which case it's fine. Stay home. It's cool. I'll miss you. I'm gonna have a live reading there and both my books for sale. Thank you again, guys. You are so amazing. This release week has been crazy cool and I really appreciate you guys. So thank you. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.